Hey guys, it's the Sundrop Roman the County show with Ryan Bisesi, post sports writer. Hope you guys are doing all right. It was another exciting night of action Friday night. We're here at Carson High School here. Carson, of course, had a big win against East Rowan, 32-28. Brandon Skloop scored a rushing touchdown with about 7 minutes left for the difference maker, and Patrick Ratliff had a block punt return for a touchdown. We'll talk to Patrick today. We'll talk to Carson Coach Joe Pinyan. So let's go find those guys. All right, we're here with Carson Coach Joe Pinyan. Coach, congrats on the win Friday night. A big one, very meaningful for you guys, it's a rivalry game and it's kind of one you needed anyway. Just your thoughts looking back at Friday night's game.
Well, Ryan, this is one of those wins that kind of benchmark a team and vault you into better things. I thought that our kids played well in the second half, and we haven't done that all year long. So to come out and play in the second half well and to beat a caliber team like East Rowan, who's very, very explosive in a lot of different ways on offense, is big for our kids and it's big for our program. And it's, hopefully it's one of those we're going to look back at and say, hey, that was the one that was the springboard that took us on into the rest of our schedule.
I think you guys were down 21-12 to East at halftime. The block punt for touchdown by Patrick Ratliff was huge. But what did you feel like at halftime going in?
Well, we had not moved the ball very well in the first half, and Patrick's blocking the punt and recovering for a touchdown was huge because it did keep us somewhat in the football game. And when we got up to the locker room at halftime, the talk was, about expecting to win the game because we had talked about expectations, but we wanted them to expect to win it. And if we played well enough in the second half, that we had a chance to win the football game. And that block punt was the only thing that really kept us. I mean, we did have another touchdown in the first half, but that punt, it could have been a real ugly. It could have been 14-0, and I'm not sure we could have mustered up enough effort to get one in. So that play there was a big play, and there were two other defensive plays. That, the Trey Williams interception in the third quarter, it was huge, and then Myquan Stout runs down the Bolts kid on what looks like a sure touchdown, and then the next play they fumble it to us. So, I think those are three big key plays, one on special teams and two on defense, that gave us a chance to win the game.
Obviously, your teams have always been run-oriented, but I'm not sure if I ever seen a team win with 0 passing yards.
But we did complete one. It just didn't go anywhere. We really limited ourselves because we were being successful at what we were doing. We did something that we hadn't planned on doing, didn't practice, but we limited ourselves to about 3 or 4 plays there in the second half, and I thought our kids did a real good job of executing. And, I think our alignment confused them a little bit and gave us a little bit of an edge. And I was kind of glad to not have to throw it because every time we threw it, Austin was laying on his back. So, if we were going to throw it, we had to throw on downs where they didn't expect us to throw, and we just couldn't get in that situation.
You guys are at Mount Pleasant this week. Then you're finally home next Friday against West Rowan. How big will it be to play a home game?
Well, I believe we're home when we get there and see it. We've been on the road for so long, and it's like I told somebody earlier today, it is what it is, and the good news is next year we're going to play a whole lot of home games before we hit the road. So, it's okay. We're just going to handle things as they come. We got Mount Pleasant on the schedule, and when we get home, we hope we got a big crowd here.
Appreciate it, Joe.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're here with Carson linebacker Patrick Ratliff. Patrick, you had a block punt return for a touchdown the other night. I guess it was your first varsity touchdown ever. How did it feel to score your first touchdown in varsity play?
Oh, yeah, it was really exciting, and we had designed that play, and Billings had been telling us all week that we needed to get a block punt or a special teams play or something to get everything going that night.
How did it feel being in East Rowan? I guess they beat you guys twice last year, knocked you out of the playoffs, and it's a rivalry game anyway. The conference win. How did that win feel?
Oh, it felt real good because it was a big rivalry game, and North Rowan knocked us out of the playoffs, and we didn't really like that too much. They didn't really give us no pregame speech this week. They just told us the scores of the games from last year and told us that should motivate us enough to get us rolling.
Go back to the progression of the play. Were you lined up on the outside or up the middle, and kind of what path did you take to get to the punter?
I was lined up on the middle, and we had been working stuff with other teammates to get a block punt, and the other person did what they had to do, and I did what I had to do to get the block punt.
What do you think of your new coach, Joe Pinyan, this year?
Oh, I think he's a wonderful coach. I'm glad we actually got him and nobody else got him, and we're going to get wins on the board this year.
Thanks, Patrick. All right, well, we appreciate Patrick and Coach Pinyan taking some time to talk to us today. This week, the big game again is at East Rowan, it looks like. East Rowan plays Concord. For those of you that know, last year in the third round, Concord knocked East Rowan out of the playoffs in an overtime game. Exciting game, so I'm sure the Mustangs are ready for that rematch. Carson will go down to Mount Pleasant as SPC play continues. West Rowan hosts South Rowan in an inter-county game. Salisbury is off, and North Rowan will go to Forest Hills, I believe. So hope to see you guys at a game on Friday night. Have fun.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.